got a quick set change here. Yeah, so that was called You Have to See It. And this next one's called Think About the Devil.
Not sure why, but I got a few songs about the devil. I guess I've always heard you should write about what you know, so this was called The Thing About the Devil. I said that. When there is no pill to kill the pain, and you've got the will of the falling rain, so you just roll where the gutters lead you. Right through the cracks of the arid soil, down to the core where the waters boil and even rocks explode just because they need to. Along with your thoughts, the worst place to be, just you and your demons nobody can see, so you share your deepest and your darkest with only them. They don't tell anybody at all, 'cause a man in hell, he don't call on nobody that didn't call on him. Still a deal tomorrow, even if you made it yesterday. That's the thing about the devil, he don't just go away. There's always a trigger that brings you tears and brings you back about 35 years to a darker day or that you never understood. There never seemed to be a meaning, no lesson to learn, just a broken boy with a heart that burned for it all to go away, but it never would. Still a deal tomorrow, even if you made it yesterday. That's the thing about the devil, he don't just go away. When there is no pill to kill the pain, and you've got the will of the falling rain, so you just roll where the gutters lead you. Right through the cracks of the arid soil, down to the core where the waters boil and even rocks explode just because they need to. Thank you.
So much.
High crest.
That was lovely. If I had my video turned off, I would have been playing Shaker with you, and I would have been joining you on your harmonies. But
That would be awesome.
A full
do you guys have
sing-along.
any shows coming up that you want to promote?
Well, yeah, we just relocated to Minneapolis, so we are opening ourselves up for all the trouble up here. No, and so we're
I'm looking for work. Is what
yeah,
it says.
and we're kind of relaunching what we do up here. We've just been here 3 months, so we've hit some open mics. We found some songwriter circles, and we're so excited to be here and bringing our music here. So Aaron has a gig booked at Badger Hill Brewing because of the songwriter circles, and we're already feeling the support of like the songwriters of this community. So I'm so thankful.
That's excellent. I know there's a good community up there.
Yeah, we're feeling it already. You know, always moving this is our first time moving like this, so we're really starting new and just working our way through it.
Cool. Best of luck.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
You can
for
find
having
us,
us
of
be
course,
part of
online.
this.
We'll throw it in the chat. Thank you for all
Yes.
of your music tonight, everyone.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
amazing. Very
great.
amazing.
Oh, now we're coming up to Chris Farrell, a Chicago institution. Everybody in Chicago knows Chris Farrell, an excellent songwriter. Now, I should read what it says here. Been part of the scene for the past 50 years, in addition to spending over 40 years as a faculty member of the Old Town School of Folk Music. Wow. I just learned something new.
They just can't get rid of me. All right, well, here's the story of a song circle that ran off the rails when it turned into a "my guitar is cooler than your guitar" competition. You can judge a man by the oath he swears, the car he drives and the coat he wears, the friends he keeps and the hill they raise, but mostly by the guitar he plays. So gather around with your old six string, a tale to tell, a song to sing. Come lay your story on the line, but you ain't got a chance once you hear mine. My guitar was made from a barrel of rum Al Capone kept hidden from the lawmen working for the Fed. When liquor was prohibited, it was hacked in half by nothing less than an axe in the hands of Elliot Ness. Now it plays the best Chicago jazz and jailhouse blues from Alcatraz. Well, shut me up, that takes the cake. The pie and the cookies, anything you can bake. I bow my head and tip my hat. Ain't nobody here ever gonna top that. My guitar was made from a fortress door Stonewall Jackson smashed in the Civil War. The neck is extra long and large, carved from a musket at Pickett's charge. The rest is made from cannonballs, bullets of lead and busted walls. If we all sing Dixie and shout amen, I know the South will rise again. Well, stars and bars, I'm on my feet. That's 1 6 string no one can beat. Let's raise a holler and a rebel yell. No one whoops that from here to hell. Well, my guitar was made from the mast of a ship they called the Mayflower when it made the trip across the ocean to this glorious land. It was built by my 8th grade grandpa's hand. It fills me up with pilgrim's pride to be so pure and bona fide. When I play Sweet Land of Liberty, the flags are flying just for me. Well, kick my britches, I'm on my ass. You can take your place at the head of the class. No guitar, banjo, fiddle, or drum beats that from here to kingdom come. My guitar was made from the true cross of Jesus, the rod of Moses and Noah's ark. It can part the sea and cure diseases like the burning bush. It glows in the dark. When I sing hallelujah and amazing grace, it puts all sinners in their place. Thou shalt not envy or commit. Just kiss my butt, 'cause I am it. Well, God Almighty, now that ain't in vain, if I bless myself as I take his name. But if there's one more tale or tip, speak now or forever hold your lip. I bought my guitar for 20 bills, but there ain't no price on the needed fills. Through all the bluster and boast I've heard, it keeps me straight with just one word. It's made of plywood, paint and screws, and a few big dabs of yellow glue. The strings are rough as a busted tooth, but it stays in tune when I tell the truth. So excuse me, folks, I'll move along. This old guitar knows right and wrong. I ain't no fountain or spring of youth, but I've stayed in tune 'cause I tell the truth. Just one word. Truth.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Well, I hope some of you had the opportunity and the pleasure of knowing the late singer-songwriter Tom Dundee. We lost him a few years ago. And if you didn't know him, I think you'd easily agree he was the Huckleberry Finn of the folk scene and the songwriter scene. So I wrote a farewell song to Tom. Farewell, Huckleberry, the last one of your kind. A name I borrowed from a book is sure to fit you fine. I met him on those pages. I knew he had a twin. And you were my own Huckleberry, Huckleberry Finn. I often saw you walking with your thick skin on thin ice, running with your red light on and turning 30 twice. But no one counts the ages when they know the boy within. Farewell, my own Huckleberry, Huckleberry Finn. Along the roads and rivers, we always need a friend, someone to ride it all the way from here to journey's end, someone to bring the torch on board, someone to let it shine. Goodbye, my own easy rider, goodbye, pal of mine. Angels made a place for you and saved it in a song. And now that you've crossed over, I can hear them sing along. But I know I'll miss the devil in your freckles and your grin. Farewell, my own Huckleberry. Farewell, my own Huckleberry. Farewell, Huckleberry Finn. Thanks so much. Pleasure to be here. So,
Chris,
thanks.
you, if you want, you have 2 minutes to do a snippet of a song, or
Yeah. Well, let's just chat. Now, there's a funny story about that first song. It started out, I don't know if you know, a wonderful gentleman, Reverend Robert B. Jones. I did a sing around. Actually, it was the midnight special, and he has a guitar. It's a perfect replica of Leadbelly's Stella 12-string, right? And not only that, he told us it was made out of the floorboards of a boarding house room that Leadbelly lived in, right? So we're all proud of our guitars and have named them the stories, but if there's any inkling of like, well, no, right? He probably brought Leadbelly's DNA onto the midnight special. So so we just learned a thing of humility right there. Like, oh, don't go there. You win, Reverend. So thanks. We'll take time to share that. But coming up, there's a wonderful coffee house in Chicago, Kopi, which is owned and operated by one of us, Al Rose.
Al Rose.
I'll be playing there on the last Wednesday in February. And then in the spring, I'll be out at Two-Way Street, the 18th of
Excellent.
April.
Very good.
So thanks.
I gotta just say very quickly before we move on, the guitar story reminds me of an old Mad Magazine cartoon where there's all these pizza places on the block. They're all say have like best pizza in the city, best place pizza in the country, best place in the world, etc. And they're all empty. And there's one little hole in the wall place with the line around the corner that says best pizza on the block. It's kind of like your song. Thank you, Chris. That was great.
All right, thanks.
Now we're moving from Chicago to, I hope I don't mispronounce this, Paducah, Kentucky. Daniel Nyhoff. I hope I said your name right, Daniel.
Yeah, that's right. It's Paducah is correct. It's actually Daniel Niehoff, like the donkey, not the horse.
Niehoff. Okay, thank you for correcting me. I am always guessing wrong. Daniel is a soulful Americana singer-songwriter from Kentucky, known for his heartfelt storytelling, emotive vocals, and award-winning songs that connect deeply with the audiences. I'm very much looking forward to hearing your songs, Daniel.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate it. The song is about a lesson that my grandma taught me. She taught me a lot of lessons, but this one she taught me was nothing more than a wheelbarrow. There's an old wheelbarrow in Grandma's garden that she only ever uses for dirt. Just a rusty old bucket with two wooden handles, but it sure has done some work. 'Cause if it wasn't for that one wheel wonder, the garden wouldn't have got far. It's just as important to use the right tools as it is to work hard. Because a hammer's made for nails and a shovel's made for holes. Hate is made to break and love is made to grow. And if you want to build a brand new world, there's just one rule. Make sure you're using the right tool. I snapped a shovel right in half, trying to cut through roots. Took a claw hammer to a concrete wall, left with my ego bruised. Well, if you try to do the job wrong enough times, you'll realize real quick that it ain't worth keeping your pride. Take all the help you can get. Because a hammer's made for nails and a shovel's made for holes. Hate is made to break, and love is made to grow. And if you want to build a brand new world, there's just one rule. Make sure you're using the right tool. See, my grandma had it figured out. She understood that waking up every day and knowing that you had love in your life was a day worth living. So I know that if my grandma was around today and she saw that I was playing this song, spreading her message of love to the world, I think she'd probably be looking down and just smiling. And so maybe she'd even sing it with me. 'Cause a hammer's made for nails and a shovel's made for holes. Hate is made to break and love is made to grow. And if you want to build a brand new world, there's just one rule. Make sure you're using the right tools. Make sure you're using the right tools. Thank you very much, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right. I see all your kind messages coming through, too. I appreciate it. I'm sure we got some PBS fans, you know, because, like, we play folk music, and so inherently we're poor. And So I had 5 channels growing up, and 2 of them were PBS. That was only when my brother was outside holding the antenna, and so it's really a sad story. We had great reception, but he never got to see it. But I loved how they would teach us how to just live with shows like Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross. But my favorite thing was at the end of every program, no matter what you're watching on PBS, they made sure you knew you weren't alone by saying made possible by viewers like you. So here's my tribute to PBS. It's called Viewers Like Me. I grew up on public television. Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, my addiction. Too poor to afford habits, so when I'd need a fix, I'd twist those bunny ears until the picture came in crisp. And it was good night, Austin city limits, 1,000 miles from nowhere, Kentucky. Those telethons I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. When I felt alone, they knew just what I'd need. They reminded me there were viewers like me. And I learned my imagination is a place I hide away if I need to escape. Well, I'd ride a big red dog and call him my best friend. Slide down the spectrum to the reading rainbow's end. And it was good night, Austin city limits, 1,000 miles from nowhere, Kentucky. Those telethons I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. And I felt alone, they knew just what I'd need. They'd remind me there were viewers like me. And if I'm ever needing a reminder about life before my britches got so small, that antenna in the box of misfit wires convinces me to cut the cable off. And it's still good night, Austin city limits, no matter where this crazy life may lead. Those telethons I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. When I felt alone, they knew just what I need. Every time I get lost, they can find me. They remind me there are viewers like me. Thank you very much. Thank you all. I really appreciate it.
Beauty. Beauty.
Oh, I'm crying, but I'm not crying because I'm on the screen. But we're very moved by everybody's songs. You know, it's just this is a really moving night. But you were at Farm this year, Daniel?
I was, yeah. So this was my first farm this year, and I'm actually going to be playing up in Michigan for the first time this year twice. I'm pretty excited about it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Where?
I'll be at the River Raisin Americana celebration, and then I have 2 house concerts, one up near Lake Hubbard, and then one in Clarkston, Michigan.
Sweet.
Cool. And for those who don't know, Annie's been putting people's links to their websites in the chat so we can look people up later. And so, yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you.
I'm speechless. And now we're moving back to Illinois to Tim and Susan Markowski. Oh, for God's sake, Sue.
It's a mow, a car, and a ski.
Mokarski.
Mokarski. That's
There you
just
go.
horrible. Waddle and Dub, and I know I see your guys' name all the time on the open mic list for the Woodstock open mic. And so you're up
Yeah.
north, and I'm glad to be meeting you in person over our TV screen.
We're glad to meet you too.
Thank you. Originating in 2014, Waddle and Dub's authentic acoustic voice is rooted in their passion for the power of the folk tradition. Husband and wife singer-songwriters Tim and Susan are dedicated to participation, social commentary, and entertainment, rather than me butchering it a second time. Welcome, and looking forward to hearing you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue, and thanks, Annie, for
Hosting
doing all the behind the scenes stuff tonight.
Right.
And my goodness, I love that song, Daniel. That PBS song was hit
Just
home.
fantastic.
Really great. What?
We're gonna do two actually newly recorded songs. They're not on any of our albums, and we actually premiered them last night at an online show at the Bunker. We'll put a link in that in the chat later.
Yeah, but since they're just fresh, that's what we're gonna do for you tonight.
Yeah.
This one is the freshest.
You wrote it after the
I
election.
wrote it right after the election. You know which one, right?
I know.
It's been raining now for some time. The skies have been so gray. I can hear the thunder rumbling many miles away.
This old house has weathered 100 storms before.
There were times when things around this place looked like a goddamn war.
We should have fixed a few things up. The money wasn't there.
And if you think there is a God, then maybe say a prayer.
Now it's here, it's looking bad. The devil's coming through.
And all the worries that we had, I think they'll all come true. 'Cause the ones that could have held it shut simply weren't around. And the winds of 1933 just blew the front door down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. All
And
right.
now we're going to break the open stage rule of 2 songs in the same
Yeah,
key.
we're playing 2 songs in the same key. Sorry, but I've heard Susan Werner do a whole set of songs in the key of B. So
I thought it was B flat.
no, she does them in songs in the key of B, I believe. These are songs in the key of E,
Right.
in case you're interested.
This is about Susan's.
It's about my home. This one's about my hometown, and you'll get it. It's all true. Everything's true. Real people and everything.
And you get to sing along at home there if you want to. You'll pick up the chorus right away.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
Bob Sheaver came home at the end of a long hot day. He was pitching bales of hay, cursing LBJ. His wife Joanne kissed him at the door. The sun's going down, the day is almost gone. They ate with the TV on, news from Vietnam. Walter Cronkite talking about the war. Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois.
That'll come around again.
My Uncle Dave on the meat market on the square. Best chops anywhere, and head cheese if you dare. Conversation while he hands you a sample slice. Did the muffler on your brother's car ever get fixed? But don't talk politics, the blacks and the Catholics. Don't say nothing at all if you can't be nice.
Sing along at home there.
Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. Played outside all day in summer clothes and drank water from the hose. Had Hank Aaron in the spokes and went back home before Mom had to yell. The headlines said there were 50,000 dead. Had dinner and went to bed. Not a word was said. The window was open and I listened to the rain that fell.
Sing again.
Ooh, and it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. Ooh, it's not Washington, D.C., where a man's a man and a boy's a boy. Ooh, it's just folks like you and me, growing up in Washington, Illinois. Where I grew up in Washington, Illinois. And there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Where is Washington, Illinois?
It is across the Illinois River from Peoria.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And lovely, and paints such a lovely slice of life there. Where are you guys playing next?
We got
Katie's Cup in Rockford. I
yeah,
think
Katie's
so
Cup in
next.
Rockford, and then in March we're at a relatively new venue in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's called the White Lilac, and we found out about it because Ordinary Elephant played there last summer, and Katie Doll played there last December. So we thought we'd try it.
And what's the name again?
The White Lilac.
I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah, we'll let you know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have a little report.
Yeah.
Although that was lovely. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
And it is now time for Eric Balke from New Jersey. Eric, I think you and I are Facebook friends, but this is the first time I'm seeing you face to face.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Oh, let's see. Eric, I don't have anything here for you. As far as a description, other than I heard you in soundcheck and you sounded great, and I know you do something with other people. Is it photography? No.
No, I promote music to radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close.
I do other things with other people, but that's one of the things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be quiet and let you do your thing.
All right. It's September, so the sun is low. The season's come, and now we'll go. The ball skips off the grass, I throw it back. The lights are on, the night is brisk. Oh, baseball gods, I ask you this. Make it go slow, make this game last. 'Cause I've got baseball in my blood. Since the time that I was 7, it's all that I've dreamed of. I've got baseball in my soul. This field is my heaven. Don't ever make me go. Don't ever make me go. Hey, yeah. Don't make me go. I play shortstop for the Buccaneers. The local fans hold their cold beers. It's just the minor leagues. It's not the show. But don't tell them in Middletown. They're scared of when the mills close down. The Buccaneers are their last hope. 'Cause they've got baseball in their blood. Since back in 51, this town has been enough. They've got baseball in their souls. Till the mills all close down, the stadium will go. Don't ever make it go. Hey, yeah. Don't make it go. So it's me at Short Doug's on the hill. Jim plays second, at first is Bill McGee. This year could be his last. His knees are shot, the travel's hard. A late night bus, warm beer and cards. The minor leagues have aged him fast. But he's got baseball in his blood. Like the easy worn out feeling of a beat up baseball glove. He's got baseball in his soul. Till they drag him from this field, McGee will never go. This baseball bum is stealing home. Hey, yeah, he's stealing home. He's stealing home. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thanks. We bought that thing to travel, and we had big dreams, and we said we're born to wander. And we were just 18, but we never made it far. before we turned around, 'cause dreams are dreams, it's true. And so we settled down, and I swore I'd never leave her or our baby girl, but we never got to Cleveland or to see the world. Now the moss has grown round our mobile home, and our mobile home don't go nowhere. The tires are gone and the blocks are there. We settled down while the kids had grown. Now moss grows round our mobile home. Yeah, moss grows round our mobile home. Well, we bought a little ranch out on the county road, and the mobile home is planted where the mower mowed. And our kids will go out camping and tell us what they've seen, but the thing, it never moves unless you care to dream. And our kids are getting older, time is flying fast, but they'll soon be old enough to dream the dreams we had. And our dreams have grown round our mobile home, and our mobile home don't go nowhere. The tires are gone and the blocks are there. We settled down while the kids had grown. Now moss grows round our mobile home. Yeah, moss grows round our mobile home. Is where the heart is, heart to home is bound. But dreams go on untethered, we remember them now. Remember now. 'Cause we have an empty nest, the kids have all moved out, and we're older now than then. To that there's little doubt, but the road out there before us that's always passed us by, it goes into the sunset, it goes for miles and miles. And I say I love you, baby, and I have no regrets. And of all the dreams we could have lived, I love this one the best, where the moss has grown round our mobile home. And our mobile home don't go nowhere. The tires are gone and the blocks are there. We settled down while the kids had grown. Now moss grows round our mobile home. Yeah, moss grows round our mobile home. And moss grows round our mobile home. Our dreams have grown round our mobile home.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cool song.
Thanks. I'll play a little bit of this one, just a verse and a chorus. And I just I learned it years ago. I don't know, 15 years ago. I recorded it, and I just started. I just uncovered it, and then about 3 hours ago was compelled to maybe see if I could sing it. So we'll give it a shot. My better judgment says to not, but that's okay. So here we go. This is what I think is I think it's just a great sentiment for a love song with Valentine's Day coming up. This is an Ellis Paul song that I'm pretty sure I'm about to try. All right, here we go. You turned a blue eye to me, and you looked right through me. You said, define what you think freedom means. If you want freedom, we could wake up this lullaby town, burn through every headlight I found, lift a dust cloud, break the speed of sound. We could break free. If you want to run, I'll pack my suitcase. If you want to stay, I'll make a front door key. And if you need space to fly free, take all the sky you need. You need.
Perfectly timed, too.
Nice.
I was just thinking, we have a really polite group of people here tonight. Everyone just kept to their time, and this is, I loved your subject matter and your songs, and just, how cool to get to sit home and hear all this music, you guys. We have one more person. This is great. Thank you, Eric. Now we're moving not too far away, but from New Jersey to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for Jessica Smucker, an award-winning Lancaster, Pennsylvania-based singer-songwriter. Jessica writes songs wrapped in catchy melodies with lyrics that appear simple on the surface, but uncover hidden pockets of nuance at every listen. Looking forward to hearing you, Jessica.
Thanks. It's good to be here. I was going to start out with a different song, but just listening through to the songs that we've heard so far this evening, I feel like I wanted to do something more like a song of witness, especially in the week that we're experiencing with the political world and just the world in general. I don't really write protest songs, although I'm very aware and active in trying to do something about injustices in the world. But I find that I'm more of a poet than a protester, and so when I do write a song of witness, it comes out kind of like this. This is sort of a love song for the country that we're in and all of its everything. This is called The Beautiful. Here comes that helpless feeling again. This is how it goes when power festers in the minds of dusty men. You forced your beat into my womb. You left my child in a barricaded room with your revolving lies. Sometimes I think I wanna die, but I'm alive. The wind still blows. The sky is a mess of clouds and this land won't let me go. All right, you know what? Let's just try that again. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when you change course in the middle. I'm alive. The wind still blows. The sky is a mess of clouds and this land won't let me go. There's no way out but through, so I put you on like a ruby shoe. There's no place like home to turn me blue. I am stronger than the night. I'm sharp as a broken arrow and soft as dawn's early light. Hey, can you see what you've done? You're flying too close to the sun with all the world in tow. Holding our breath as you puff up your waxen wings. And what can I do but fall into the fog and let the weight of everything press in? But I'm alright. The wind won't still bright. The sky is a swarm of shadows pressing on in flight. There's no way out but through, so I put you on like a ruby shoe. There's no place like home to turn me blue. You can find that song. I released it as a single earlier this year, and it's on all my Bandcamp and streaming everywhere. It's called "The Beautiful," and I'm gonna end with a sort of apocalyptic love song that I wrote during the pandemic. But I think it applies to anytime we're feeling like uncertainty about the world, and maybe we can lean in with the people we love and just appreciate that part. This is called Dinosaurs. I always thought the world would end with blood and bones, but here we are, hunkered down in our home sweet home. I love you more without the crowds drawing me out. I've got everything I need inside this house. Maybe your hope is lost. Maybe the dinosaurs live for 1,000 years after the meteor. But if the jig is up, if this is all we've got, baby, I'm glad I cast my lot with you. Time punches hard. Everything I see is red. Learning to live my life without a future in my head. I love you more since the clocks all stopped. We've got everything we need to stay alive until we're not. Maybe your hope is lost. Maybe the dinosaurs live for 1,000 years after the meteor. But if the jig
Yeah.
Great way to end it.
I know we have to end it, but quick question. Are those your paintings? Did you do those paintings?
No, this back here is actually an album cover that I have a friend who's a collage artist, and he did that from National Geographic magazines, and it's based on like a picture of me looking out. It's cool, and this is actually just, I don't know, what's it called? It's not like a real painting. It's like a, you know, one of those home store.
Well,
I'm ashamed to say.
Oh.
I liked it.
Okay, good. I do like it.
Well, that was just beautiful. Everybody
Thank
did.
you.
I mean, it was just such a heartening night of music on different subjects. And I know I have to say goodbye to the streaming audience. So thank you, audiences who are in the streaming world, for joining us tonight. And now we're Annie. Is there?
I'm just gonna leave you hanging.